Hello ladies and gentlemen, I bid thee welcome to Pilsen, and we are joining JdeG, who talked with remarkable enthusiasm about this game, saying how great it was. So I told him, hey, send it in and I'll cover it for subscriber week. Now, he's in T54E1. JdeG is in possession of the T57 Heavy. In fact, he's one of the T57 Heavies in the Ain't Nobody Got Time for T57 Heavies cinematic, which I'll try and drop a link to in the description. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out because that's hilarious. And fun fact for you, T54E1 is the only tier 9 medium tank in the entire game that leads to a tier 10 heavy, that being the T57 Heavy, and graduating from its 105mm autoloader to the 120 on the T57 Heavy, and becoming even more overpowered than it is now. That said, the T54E1 is overpowered. It's the perfect combination between brutality and mobility? Is that the word? Yeah, it was. Mobility, and it's got 1,750 hit points at tier 9 on the medium tank. That is joint highest with the E50. I mean, this tank is just ridiculous in every way. 105mm autoloader, 210mm of pen isn't fantastic. It's still better than the Russians, but the Russians get heat to compensate, and JdeG here is loading his compensation, which is his APCR shells with 255mm of pen. T54E1 cannot fire HE shells, but JdeG off the bat loading his premium shells here, knowing that he's going to be going into a difficult engagement against heavies. Another thing that makes this tank so ridiculously overpowered, other than the delay between shells, which is 2.22, other characteristics of the gun, 2.9 second aim time, 0.4 accuracy, is the fact that this tank is mobile. Now, that is a vague term. What I mean by that, its top speed is 43.5, which is the second worst on any tier 10, tier 9 medium. Centurion 7.1, obviously famous, top speed of 40, it really is underwhelming, but past that, even the Type 61 doesn't have as bad a top speed as this tank. But that said, this tank is incredibly mobile. It's got a traverse speed of, I believe, 46. And that is, compared to the M46 pattern, which has 38, I believe it's an incredibly fast vehicle in terms of, at low speeds, how it can navigate, how it can track its targets. It is a damn mobile vehicle, and you can circle strafe heavies in this tank, which is something that you wouldn't think that something huge like this would be capable of performing, but it is, because of that traverse speed, makes it an incredibly deadly vehicle. And JdeG managing at the bot on his team. Oh god, that might not be a bot. I'm sorry to inform you, JdeG, but that might not be a bot. What else is overpowered about T54E1? 152mm of frontal armor, not particularly OP. Ducks in cover from the E75, who fired what sounded like a HE shell. It can't have been heat, because with both guns that the E75 can use, heat is not an option, so that was a HE shell or something else firing, but it certainly looked like the E75. T54E1, 8 degrees of gun depression as well. Toss more facts at you. I can't remember the tank number. 127 at the front, 70 odd at the side, I think. But hell, that's not going to be information that you need that often in this vehicle. 76 on the side of the hull, 38 at the rear. It's the T110 hull. So basically the T110 hulls, what's special about them, they keep the same side and rear armor, but their frontal armor changes based on the tank that it's mounted on. For example, on the T110E5, I believe you've got 254, and then on the T110E3, 305, and it's similar on the E4. However, found the lower plate of the E75 here. Now, if this guy were to angle, yeah, that's a stock gun. even JdeG's premium shells would not be able to go through him, but as it happens, he stays where he is, either because JdeG knocked out his engine, or he was just herping and derping. Not sure, but JdeG has put out his full clip potential, which is 1,560 damage, I believe, just doing a bit of quick maths. So he high-rolled a bit, 1,600 high-rolling with his 4-shell average. But now, his successor, the T54E1 Heavy, which reloads in about 22 seconds as opposed to his 36, I believe. And the T54E1 Heavy has an average damage of 400 with that 120 as opposed to JdeG with his 105 being 390. Let's hope that that T54E7 is not gonna complacent around the corner. JdeG asking for help in chat. Don't know what the M103 is doing. Oh dear. Well, this is some twisted form of karma. Targets the E5 first. Well played. Can he get a fire? Fire with the last one. Never mind then. Okay. Wow, what a ninja maneuver from out on the flank there. Okay. Now, the enemy have pushed and attacked and vanquished the 9-0 line. Scores of 4-8. JdeG's gonna do what he can to wrap up this flank, and he's switching back to his AP shells here, obviously hoping to save his APCR shells for some kind of tense engagement if he lives through this one. The M103 on the 1 line should be coming up sooner or later. I imagine the Object 261 might try and relocate, but the FE-305 is probably not going to be fast enough to do it himself. Now it's just going to wait and reload. Same drill in this position. Is he going to stick to it, or fall back, or try and make a very wide outflanking maneuver? Got many options at this point. It could try and go all the way around through the hole in the building at this side and then get any of these tanks from here, which would be an interesting play. Oh man, well that's useful I've highlighted those tanks actually. Usually it's very annoying. Okay. Ignores the IS-7 for the time being, focusing on the Type 61. Now this is good play due to the fact that the Type 61 is far more likely to be able to escape in that situation. Let's face it, the IS-7 is dead. Even without JdeG's help, the IS-7 is going to die. There's no way he can get out of that, but with the Type 61, he could have easily ran out here, consolidated fire support from T54E1, and played a bigger impact in this game. So it's good that JdeG prioritized this fire into him. Now I can turn around and pick up a kill shot right underneath the spaced armor of the IS-7. Got 1390 behind him and T54E1 to his left, spotted by the E5. And the RT are being feasted upon by the advancing enemy forces. That E5 should be able to deal with the T54E1. And someone just got pegged by... oh no, I thought that was the enemy RT, it's not. Takes an incoming shell from the 1390 now. Skoda T50, this is one of the only tier 9 medium tanks, which is debatably more OP than T54E1. 1.8 seconds between the shells, 20 shells in the magazine, 248mm of pen, 0.25 accuracy, and a 2.1 second aim time, I believe. That's just off the top of my head. APCR is standard ammo, and that will kill JdeG far before he kills it. JdeG needs to high roll to destroy that tank anyway. So, see how it goes. T54E1's trying to worm his way out. Is he loaded? Yes, he is, but JdeG's going to be keeping up. There we go. 2.22 seconds was just not quick enough for that guy. That M103 is getting attacked, but JdeG prioritizes his targets quite well. Doesn't chase the Skoda T50. He's going back to see if he can help out this M103 who is surrounded. And however American you might be, your loyalties do not extend to protecting you from JdeG's autoloader in that situation, Mr. Patton. Okay. T110E5 on 200 health. There is There are 2 artillery left in this game. JdeG with a 210mm cannon with 2000 alpha damage, and that auto-loading French artillery with 4 shells, 6 seconds between the shell, and 1250 alpha damage. That is deadly opposition sitting at the back of the enemy team's base somewhere. What are we going to do at this point? Exposing myself, that Archie is likely to be aimed at the E5. However, if the Archie is located at A0, which is likely based on the way the game unfolded, then they're not going to have shots at that guy, but we've got to be aware where those Archie will be. JdeG's looking around, considering his options. Now that the Chieftain Heavy has killed the Leo on the enemy team, I think JdeG's making the right play. Before that, it would have been a little questionable. But supporting this E5, and it's good to see him holding a position here, because this is locking down 2 choke points, basically. JdeG can get fire if people come there, and he can still spot and get some intel if anyone tries to attack his team in the rear here. So it's a good position to hold because he's got vision down 2 alleyways, but not feeling content with that. Trying to advance or do something. The E5 signals for help, and there's that 1390. He's gonna try and, oh yeah. Patience is truly a virtue, isn't it, Mr. 90? Rounding the corner in cover from the enemy artillery once again. Chieftain Heavy seem to be laying down the law to that Skoda T50. Good old check tanks. Oh, this is a... If JdeG gets the first shot off, wow. M103, high rolling. Well over his average of 400. JdeG's on 6 kills here, almost 5,000 damage. And wow, there be a scumpig. Okay, 2.22, 2.22, yep, there we go. Hits a reload instantly, and that is an auto-loading RT. JdeG knows it. 7th kill. Can he get himself a Radley Walters medal? And if the AMX was to put pressure on the cap right now, he would die. Okay, so good thing about this map, there's an opening light from the middle that JdeG can just go straight through. However, he's not going to do that. For my money and from the looks of things, he's going to take a land where he can make the most unpredictable engagement with the opposition, which is this low ground here, which is going to allow him to maybe come up from behind the cap, but the AMX leaves. There was some suspicion that it was the enemy RT in the cap and not the AMX 1375. We shall see. His team are putting pressure on cap, which is not really necessary at this point. No need to cap, guys. Let's kill JdeG's wanting his Radley. He asked the team if they can interact for the Radley, and the E5, good sportsman, says fine, good Samaritan like that. And someone else interrupts the cap as well. And the Skoda T50 on his team says, I'm empty, I'm ported, nah. Really, bro? Really? Yes, because it is illegal to ask your team to do things. No. Team, could you murder our Archie, please? It is not your fault if your team say yes. Just making a point right here. JdeG's got a suspicion that he's either gonna find the Archie or the little French light tank up on the east corner of the map. And the E5 says kill T57. Wait, what? Oh, he's telling him to get out of the cap. And this is damn nice from the team, actually. JdeG knows it, he offers his thanks in chat. It's fun to see people like you die and lose the game that when we could have won. You are not gonna lose this game, there's 7 minutes and there's bloody 4 of you. I can understand it if maybe it was just JdeG, but I mean there's flipping 4 of these guys, what's he worried about? Where is this little ninja of a light tank? I'm as curious as you guys are at this point, to be honest. AMX 1375, god damn, that's an underwhelming tank. There was some rumours about it being buffed. In fact, I do believe it was buffed. Just what, not with any great significance. Yeah, 6 minutes left. I'd put someone in the cap around, maybe 4 minutes. If you're scrounging around looking for the enemy tanks. You gotta bear in mind that there's an RT who can poop on the cap circle with just blind shots from anywhere. You guys suck as AMX the last KVM. This, oh boy. This Skoda is, he's a hoot. I bet he's fun at parties. That was arty. Look at the map next time. You, good sir? Oh, wow. Poor little guy. Oh, this is balanced. That was an enemy arty shell landing. 6 seconds between the shells. Wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble. JdeG! 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 Oh, I, as you guys know, I don't watch these games. I knew that was gonna happen. Now the Archie will reset the cap. Yes! Yes! He's going to kill them all and win the game, Mr. Skoda. The auto-loading Archie that has to reload for 80 seconds. Yes. I'm just, man, this chat is like a Shakespearean production right now. It's bloody entertaining. JdeG's enjoying the salty tears of the Archie. As I do. I'll tell you what, when I go to the gym, when I work out, I just, you know, Archie tears. Archie tears. Drink them. They are nourishing. That's the secret formula for all Olay products, is Archie tears. Get imported, get... JdeG, if that guy sent you a message after this game, which I imagine he might have done, did he clarify what exactly he was reporting you for? or did he, I don't know, but that's remarkable. JdeG, thank you very much for sending me this game, mate. It was an absolute joy to watch. And next time, we go. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And hopefully, you've enjoyed the build-up of saliva in my mouth. Hopefully, you've enjoyed this gameplay. And until next time, farewell. What? What? How is that a thing? Now I can focus on my gameplay. JdeG! I will...
Violated number 1 rule.
Oh, there he is.
He's camping.
Get him.